Yes.
So I asked for glasses. Watch this.
I don't know if I'm allowed to be able to even sit here. He was running, but he is still huffing.
Which implies he was chasing after something.
Fucking spider webs. Sorry.
What's that?
Just wait.
Welcome in, everyone. How's the evening? Are those different kids? Yeah, there might be. Yeah, there's people coming this way. Call him, because it's a little kid on a bike.
Stop it. I haven't seen the black and the white one. I saw the other one. How long has he been gone for? I have not seen him, but I will keep an eye for him. You're moving? When are you moving? Okay. You're going to middle school?
Bring him to me.
Hold on 1 second. Let me...
I don't have him.
Stay. Get.
You do realize I have a phone in my lap, right? Come. Stay. Come. don't know if we're muted. I don't know if we're muted. We have people in the chat, but nobody's saying anything.
Anybody you know that would say anything?
I can't tell who's in.
Maybe we should fast. What do you think?
Hey, Matt, how are you? Can you confirm that you can hear us? Okay, because we've had audio issues from time to time, and we had a steady number in here, and I was saying, hey, talking to people, getting no responses, so just didn't know if the audio was on. So how's your evening? What'd you have for dinner?
No.
Enough to be dangerous. Believe it or not, I used to do HVAC side hustles. But the house we have, I don't know if you were on earlier for the afternoon, but we have boiler now, so we don't have air filters. But when I was doing the side jobs, I got to know them pretty well. So fire at will. Hey, Cam, how's Boston treating you? And where do you live again? Idaho. I assume you have the commons, the like culprits, like a Home Depot out there. If you were local here, I'd suggest heading over to Menards. I don't know if Menards is in Idaho, but they have an entire wall of filters that come in various sizes. Have you checked? Is it possible to get them? I don't know how quickly you need it, but is it possible to get one through Amazon? What have you been doing in Boston, Cam? Ooh. Fireworks are beginning. Oh, wow. That rabbit just said, fine, you're going to hold him?
I don't trust this.
That's fine. You been swimming in like pools, or you been swimming like in the ocean? Or both? The other option, Matt, you could try to do, just as a temporary fix, if you got one like online and you had to wait for it to arrive and you're in like a desperate situation, is you could buy one that's slightly You could definitely buy one that sticks out of the filter inlet. So, say your 14 is your height and your 20 is your width. I believe those are the numbers he gave. Um, if you could get a hold of a 23, a 24, or 25, it can extend out for sure. The only other alternative is if you can't, you could get, if you could only find like a 16 by 20 by 4, you could buy the 16, cut the 2 inches off, duct tape the sides until you special order one or get one through like a supply house or Amazon shipped to you. The other thing to keep in mind that you could do is see if there's any supply houses in the area, because that's where the HVAC companies get their supplies from. Or you could even call an HVAC company. You might have to pay an arm and a leg for it, but they may likely be able to sell you one of their own stock. Yeah, we had a situation with our guy here not too long ago, Bri. One of these hopping bunnies that just came through the yard, or neighbor's cat or a squirrel, enticed him enough that when we were in the backyard, and speaking of HVAC, I was cleaning the condenser coils on the air conditioner. One of them convinced him that it was worth venturing out, and he broke free of the yard. How are the pools, Cam? Any of them got like slides or diving boards or anything fun in addition to the just regular swimming?
I don't want to buy a new cup. Oh, I don't think so.
What don't you trust about the collar?
Sit.
Well, that's cool. Swimming. Is it hot out there in Boston? It's been pretty miserable hot here.
Stay. 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 Sit down. Sit. 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 Remus?
Remus is not listening to Mama.
He's not listening to anyone.
So is this your first time to Boston, Cam? Or have you been there before? Is he eating any good food that you wouldn't normally get at home? Bri, that's what we were told. However, the vet seems to think that he could be some sort of shepherd, but we were told he's a Mastiff mix. They didn't know the other side of it, so they were guessing lab, which would make sense based on some of his shape. You don't have Dunkin' Donuts by you, Cam? I know they're all over Boston. Do you have dogs, Bri? No worries, Matt. Good luck finding that filter. Well, do you plan to get another one, Cam? At some point? Well, we went about 11 years between our last dog and Remus. So when you're ready, you'll know.
Why is it taking you so long to...
I get how that feels. That's how we felt after with our last pup. But son got to be an age where having a dog was kind of the perfect time. What kind of dog was Cooper? Besides a good boy, obviously. I understand. And wow, check that out. He's only 1 minute late, which means he left on time. Hey, when you park that, can you bring the gray can down with you, bud?
Do you have blue in your hair? Do you have blue
Hey,
in your
Gojo.
hair?
It is sad, I know. I completely agree. I've had many dogs in my life. And they've all been special to me in some way. And between Akuma, that was our last dog's name, between Akuma and Remus, that was the longest gap I had where we didn't have a dog. So I completely understand. It was good, Gojo. Glad it's over. It was a long day at work, but did have a situation. Mr. Man here, Remus, decided to break free a little bit ago and went for a little walk by himself down the block. But
Let's be real. Somebody wasn't watching him.
again, because I was doing something.
Then he should have been on a leash.
But son and I were in the back. Yeah, that's why you got to make the most of the time you got with them. That's the same with cats. We're a cat household too.
No. You can't come back.
And I mean, cats on average live a little bit longer,
It's going to get all over the
but
You better put the...
yeah, that's one of the reasons we usually have 2 cats at a time is because we try to stagger them. But
here.
right now we only have 1.
Remus. Remus. Come here.
So how was your day, Gojo? Did you do anything fun or just relaxing today?
No, actually, I'm going
Been doing a lot. Okay, Cam, you enjoy, and if you go swimming again tomorrow, make sure you put on that sunscreen, but have fun for me. I'd love to be in a pool. I'd love to be in a pool right now, honestly. It's not too cold for a pool at all. It's still warm out. It's just not humid.
Makes me nervous. What's wrong with his heart that it's taking you so long?
Zero nervousness about it at all. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't be able to sprint and run and do all the stuff he does. Have a good night, Cam. Enjoy your evening. And if we don't connect beforehand, have a great 4th of July. You doing anything fun, Gojo? For the 4th? Got any plans coming up for the weekend? And Bri, if you're still here, by all means, do you got anything planned for the 4th?
I'm gonna eat a couple of toast and
Guess I'll take one.
maybe watch it for a minute.
Ha ha ha. Mama's making jokes. Stay out of the gardens, dude. No worries, Gojo. This probably won't be a long one for us anyways. We've been at it for, well, 22 minutes now. But we'll check you over the next couple days. You have a great rest of the night. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping in.
No. That's weird. The movie already?
I don't know what Larkin Middle School is, but
That's not in this.
that's what she said, though. What are you doing, dude? There's something up there he wants. I don't know what.
Look at it. What? You know, right? Oh, there's a tree growing in this bush. He could stay there. I don't care.
Well, when you're done, we'll probably wrap it. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, there is. What? She's older. Thought maybe they were taking her for a walk.
Keeps like going to the garbage can.
We can't be. Hey, Bod, how are you, sir? We were just about to call it because I think people like listening into the loons, but nobody was chatting. So I figured if people are good for the night, we were gonna call it. But thanks for confirming that we are live and that the chat works. How was the rest of your night? What'd you get up to? Bod, are you still there?
Save money by skipping on the packaging.
I honestly forgot we had those.
I think it's Thursday. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday?
Yeah, I'm watching.
What are you watching?
What do you think?
Bravery?
Single sales, but yeah.
You were taking your medicine.
I'm actually thinking that we'd hear more fireworks at this point.
That adds to
Hey, Llama, how are you? How's the night going? Yeah, there you go. Appreciate you stopping in. Nice. Do you do that just for exercise, or do you do it to train for something else? We are at the end of the day, wrapping it down and just enjoying the fact that it's not insanely hot. And since that's coming in the next couple days, so we're just enjoying one last time outside before it gets too hot to really enjoy it much. There you go. Yeah, we gotta get Sun out here. He runs cross country, and if we wait too long to get his legs back under him, the season's a little rough. So we got to get him back out and doing some interval running. But that's a good reason to run. What's your discipline in swimming? Oh wow, okay, so you're a dead sprinter. You definitely need the explosive. Then do you do like sprint interval running instead of like long distance? Oh. 8:30. There you go. That works. Yeah, Sun was supposed to do track this year, but the team never got together. Um, he, he enjoys sprinting much more than he does the long distances like cross country. But the benefit of the cross country is it gives you endurance. And he plays sports like basketball and volleyball where that endurance helps. So it's kind of one of those things where everything helps the other. So I totally understand what you're doing because I was an athlete, so did different styles of non-sports training to benefit the sport I was in. So absolutely. Hopefully the weather isn't too hot or too muggy for you and you can get out there and enjoy the run. Is swimming your primary thing or do you have any other sports? He did no baseball. No baseball. It's basketball, volleyball, cross country, and track. Taekwondo too. So we typically go live a couple days a week at training. Do you swim year round then? I would say, I mean, he's younger, so right now he's getting his footing about him. And he may end up choosing one over the other as he gets older and focus primarily on that. But I will say, as somebody that I played several sports myself, and I ended up playing semi-pro in one of them and junior college in another one. Each one helped me in the other sport. So by being multidisciplined, uh, it helped me a ton. But by the time I was done with high school, I focused on the two and the two alone. And then had too many injuries that I ended up, by the time I was done with college, being done officially with, let's call it competitive sports. Hey, girl gamer, how are you? Nice. Is it all indoor swimming, or are some of your pools outdoors? Because I know depending on the part of the country you're in, you could have indoor and outdoor. I was my primaries, even though I did more. My primaries were football, hockey, basketball, and baseball. Hockey's the one I played semi-pro in, and baseball is the one I played junior college in. How was your day, girl gamer? Get up to anything fun, or just relax today? But I was also into martial arts. I have a couple different black belts, one in karate, one in taekwondo, and one in jiu-jitsu. Nice. I never got to do that. I did competitively swim for a couple seasons, but it was 100% indoors. Based on the part of the country we're in, the summer months, there's like 3 months of the year where you could use an outdoor pool officially, but they never did since they had the indoor pools because of the winter, fall, and spring seasons. They just use the indoor pools in the summer. That's awesome. Did you guys have a good meal and have some cake and celebrate with Grandma? What kind of cake? That's always a big question at birthdays. You know, chocolate with vanilla icing, yellow cake with chocolate frosting. What kind of cake? What kind of frosting? Was there a filling? Not a filling? It's never too late to come back. Martial arts is one of those things that Son's class has a lot of adults that get into it for different reasons. Some for agility, some for self-defense, some to participate with their own kids. Um, it's one of those things that I would always consider looking back into, and even start from ground zero if you want to, because it just gives you a refresher and a baseline. But you can always come back to martial arts, and that the whole reason I got into martial arts was for flexibility and hand-eye coordination. Um, and I'm so glad I did, because in playing hockey, I was a goalie, and it helped me so much in both those categories. Vanilla and chocolate mix, so like a marble cake with vanilla icing. Nice. Did you think it was good? The other big question with cake was there ice cream? Because in fairness, I'm not a big cake person. I just take the ice cream. But I have a little bit just to be festive. 100% llama. I advocated through and through for that. It made a huge, massive difference. And as a goalie, you're up, down. You gotta be able to flex and move and contorting all different positions. It made a world of difference. And I actually trained under one of the best goalies the world ever knew. His name is Tretiak. He was actually the goalie for the Red Army, the Russian Red Army team. And the whole reason I ended up in martial arts was because he told me I either had to do ballet to get the same benefits or I could do martial arts. And so I chose chose martial arts. But the program that we work with Sun through, weirdly enough, I coached his daughter in softball for years, but he's a grandmaster in Taekwondo, and he actually runs it out of our park district. So it's actually a huge cost savings, and it's conveniently located. It's just a great program. So I would say look into it. It's give it a shot, and they're usually broken up into like, I don't know, 6 to 10 sessions a year. So even if you go for one session, just try it out, see if you're getting any benefits out of it. It wouldn't be too much of a time commitment and a money commitment. I have yet to meet a dojo or a martial arts house that won't give you at least a drop-in free lesson. No, we have to pay for ours. In fairness, we do have to pay. But yeah, it was just wild to know that we could have him. He was still running his program, and we could have Sun train under him. So it was awesome. So was that yes? You liked the cake, and was the okay to something else? Do I get hand and chords gnashing? I'm not gonna lie. I think there was a typo in that one, Girl Gamer. Otherwise, I'm reading it totally wrong. No worries. You enjoy. I think Llama's about to go out for a run. We were going to wrap soon anyways, because as everyone can tell, it's starting to get dark. And Sun's still got camp tomorrow. I still have to work. But we'll probably be on live a lot later tomorrow, with it being Thursday going into 4th of July. So we'll be on a lot this coming weekend for sure. It'll give us a chance to catch up. Absolutely, Llama. Same to you. We will be live. I know we'll be live for sure, and we'll probably be streaming fireworks. We'll probably be streaming festivities. Just having fun, checking in with the community, seeing what everyone's up to and what you got going on. So take advantage of the night. Get out there, do that run. No, these are professional fireworks. Fireworks are actually illegal in our state. You'll see them and hear them in some of our lives coming up. But the fines are huge. I'm talking huge if you get caught with them. And you don't even have to be caught setting them off. If they come to your property and they see them in the grass, they see them, and they can tell if you shot them versus somebody else shot them and they landed in your grass. If they see evidence like in the end of your driveway. Yeah, so we won't be doing any. Now, if the neighbors do them, we'll watch it, but we won't be doing any, if that makes any sense. So yeah, get out there, enjoy that run. We will be live. Yeah, we'll show you. We'll do a live. Sun will have his own fireworks that are legal, meaning they're allowed in our state. We'll show you what's allowed in the state we live in versus what's illegal. But people do travel out of state, go and buy a bunch of them, bring them back in and do it. But you can get, like I said, the fines are over $1,000. So it's not worth it at all, in our opinion. Not to mention, to your point, I like all my fingers. So I don't want to lose any of those. But we promise we will do a run of it, or a live of it. Hopefully you're able to make it, but we'll have a bunch of the stuff that's allowed, and you'll be able to see. But yeah, I'm really surprised with it being so dusky that we're not hearing or seeing any right now. And then usually shortly after you hear the police sirens. So get out there, enjoy your run. I think we might have lost Girl Gamer on to a dead phone, but everyone enjoy the night. We will be back live again first thing in the morning for the trip to camp, again in the afternoon for the pickup from camp, and then for sure in the evening we'll probably go to a fireworks show tomorrow and live stream from there for sure too. So everyone take care. Appreciate you. If you haven't subbed, we hope you do, so we can catch you in the next lives and you can have all the fun with all our content on our channel. Otherwise, thanks for stopping in, spending a little time with us. Have a great evening. Take care.